Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, we have another knife out of the Winterbone series from Rough Ryder. This one is the 2555, and it is the Winter Bone Walker Lockback. Now, we've seen a couple of the other knives out of the Winterbone series, but we haven't seen this one yet. And, you know, I think the whole reason that I am showing all these, showing all these Winterbone ones is because, you know, I never really used to think much of bone handles. Well, for one, just back in my knife progression, I just never really had a lot of experience with it. And now that I've really gotten into knives, you know, over the past few years of doing this channel and everything, I have really come to appreciate the bone and what bone, just the wide variety of what the bone can show, you know, like, especially when it's dyed, you can see the pores and stuff, and even when it's not dyed, you can kind of get an idea of the porousness. There you go. You get an idea of where the bone's cut out here, of the porous nature of the bone. And yeah, I've just kind of become, I don't know, it's just grown on me for sure. And I mean, obviously, you guys that have been with the channel for a while know that white bone holiday from Finch has been, whew, yeah. But we're back to this guy, the Walker Lockback RR2555. Now we're taking a look here. You got the brass liners going on. Pins are fantastic. Transition, no issues. Again, very nice. As you can see, it is a lock back there, but this is done very well. Now this is going to be a little bit more, I don't want to say more expensive, but it is. It's a little bit more expensive, Rough Ryder. I mean, this guy's coming in at right about $30. And, you know, for what you get on it, it's good. Now, the 440A steel that we see on it, there you go. It's even got a half stop. Kicks into the half stop right there. You know, we're seeing a lot of knives from Rough Ryder that, you know, they're using D2 and stuff on. Even some of the Rough Ryder Reserve knives, you know, have been priced in that $25, $30, $35 range. Some of the smaller ones, yeah, some of the bigger ones too. So, you know, we're kind of getting some crossover here. I definitely think, you know, putting D2 steel on this knife and selling it for $30, absolutely 100%. With the 440A, we're definitely climbing out of that Rough Ryder sort of range and getting into the Rough Ryder Reserve range, if that makes any sense at all. For the price tag, I'd like to see something different other than 440A. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. The knife itself is very nice. There you go, 2555. Now, you've really got this, they call it a reverse, they're calling it a reverse tanto. It's kind of, I don't know, I get, when we call knives, we call blade shapes basically whatever we want now. It's kind of where it seems. You know, I'm getting more of that kind of modified Wharncliffe type feel. Now, hollow ground, which is cool. I'm definitely liking that. You know, and that probably pushes the price tag up a little bit. But overall fit and finish is pretty good. Now, centering, good, yeah. Nail nick for opening. Like I said, snaps into that half stop. Snaps open pretty well. Let's see. Yeah, no wiggle, no wobble. Nothing like that. So, you know, as far as the overall build quality on this knife, absolutely no issue with where they put the price tag. I don't know. Well, give me your thoughts on that. You know, when we're starting to approach that 25, 30, because when I think of Rough Ryder, I think of, you know, those $10 to $20 range. That's where I'm thinking. Now, sometimes, obviously, you know, we've seen something like the Aptus series and stuff like that, where they've gone, you know, with a little bit different blade steels, higher price, of course, and that's fine. That's fine. But when we're talking about using 440A, I think 440A should stay in that, well, okay, and, you know, everything's going up. Price to everything is going up. But kind of getting a little bit off the mark with this, but that's kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to show, you know, this version of the knife. The white bone is just, it's just so nice. It's very nice. It's the, you know, the price tag with the blade steel is kind of where I'm falling a little bit questionable. I have questions. We'll just put it that way. So, quick spec check. Let's get back on track here. Quick spec check. So, we're right about 7.5 inches. Handle, we're going about 4 1/4. Blade should be about 3 1/4 with just shy of a 3-inch cutting edge on this, as they call it, reverse tanto. Blade, I do have a sharpening choil going on there. Now, you do have this sort of like forward finger choil here. So, your actual grip length, I'm looking at just shy of 3.5, which you guys know is like my absolute love it. Love it. It cradles. It's perfect. Now, you can choke up for sure. Larger hands gives you a little bit of that extra space to work with for sure. Let's see. Let's see what kind of edge we get on this. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that thing's just, you know. But there you go, that 440A. It's just sliding through that paper. So, that aspect of it, you're getting a pretty nice knife. Holy cow. That was sharp as all get out. Guys, that was hardly any pressure. Any pressure at all. So, it looks like we're starting in grams. So, let's start in grams. 110 grams or 3.9 ounces. Obviously, we don't have a pocket clip, but you can pocket drop it, carry it however you like. Those bolsters and blade are pretty polished. As you can see, you're getting the reflection right there. The blinds. Daytime video. I usually do it at night. Anyway, overall, you know, this is a pretty well-built knife. And the fit and finish and the quality that you're getting out of it is 100% well worth the price. You know, even with that 440A blade steel, yeah, I'd say we're right in that area where if you're gonna do it, transition to blade or to D2, excuse me. I don't know. Tell me, give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts down in the description. The knife itself, it's a good looking knife. I really like the way it looks. It came all sharp. Hollow ground blade, white bone. That's gonna bump things up a little bit. The locking mechanism probably does too. You know, not knowing much about knife construction, I fully admit that. How much does that, you know, the construction of a lockback over the construction of a slip joint, how much does that factor into it? Who knows? But overall, it's a very, very nice knife, for sure. So, like I said, another just selection from the Winterbone series. I like that. Winter is coming. I mean, obviously with the name, the Walker Lockback, we're definitely getting that Game of Thrones feel from it. So, tell me what you guys think. Give me your thoughts down in the comments. That's what they're there for. That's what I love about talking to you guys. I say it in every video. So thanks a lot, guys. Greatly appreciate you. Like, subscribe. As I said before, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.